Come on, baby. All right, here we go. Yeah, if y'all support me on my on my initial, you know, drop, and that's whether it's good or not. Okay. If y'all support me on my first single, then I'll do some more. All right. I don't know what the songs are gonna be about yet, but it's probably gonna be soul music. Okay. Got enough to talk about nowadays. Heart pain, and everything else. You know how to go. I was just listening to that a few days ago. All right, man. Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. We got a few. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. I'm gonna just get you this fist, and I feel like I need some reference for this fist, like my own reference. I can't remember if I did the knuckles a certain way, but I need some water, for I am on a fast, and I feel like I need to drink some water, which means I need to go get some water. I did go get a bottle, but then I forgot the bottle when I started my life. All right, hold on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Mm. Was that the Drew Hill version? Greg was hating on the Drew Hill version the other day. Talking about he didn't know they made a version of that. I was like, what you talking about, man? That's a pretty good version. Sometimes heartstrings can be broken. You just got to, and that's the way it goes on love train. If you are that special lover, that's the way it goes on love train. Oh. I can sing with y'all at this point, man. Y'all know me, and y'all know that if I do get into a swing of singing, y'all gotta just go ahead and make sure you tip your boy, all right? Because that's the best way to show love, all right? I don't have a hat to drop on the floor, but that's the best way to show it. Just for future reference. Future reference. Come on, baby. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out now, baby. Come on, baby. See, what makes me mad is I want to be able to listen to that right now without any repercussions. But I'm aware that that's frowned upon on the websites, and I would probably get sound taken off of all of this. So we're not gonna risk it. We're not gonna risk it. Not this time. Not this time. It's okay. Next time. Next time. On Dragon Ball Z. No, I think that's the real case, man. If you get to a point where you're actually getting, everybody has the opportunity to put their ideas forward. Look, as I digress, uh, everybody has the opportunity to put their ideas forward. You know, who's to say that that's necessarily going to be the worst thing when you know the the small man, the small person, the non-studio, the everyday person comes out with something that's so impactful and heartfelt and whatever, the story is so needed. Let's just say that the story is needed, that everybody now gets to just put out these amazing stories that would have to be approved. Oh, this won't you know be appropriate. Oh well, we can't have that one. We have to edit the history. We have to do this. Oh man, I want the real history out. Let's get the real history. If it's a lie, people will know it's a lie within not too much time. But that's the kind of stuff to where, yeah, if you get the industry, I guess, democratized, or where it's not so monopolized, then you have a whole new arena of creativity. It's now not really, really locked in for only select people, for only the people that get to tell their versions of the story. And I feel like that's what's coming, and it's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing in my opinion. I think it's something that needs to happen. Um, and people are going to be uncomfortable before they find their place in that new arena. You know, and us old heads are gonna miss it. We're gonna, yeah, man. Back in the day, cartoons and movies used to be actually filmed. Imagine that. Back in the day when I was, yeah, we used to hire actors and stuff. Really? Wow, what was that like? Well, took a lot longer, in between seasons. Season 72 it's kind of unheard of. But nowadays, get it as fast as we can think of it. That's really what it's gonna come down to. That'll be the new normal. People will be, what's taking so long? What do you mean? What's taking so long? Why aren't you on season 72 yet? Because people need to be with their families on the holiday. No, that's ridiculous. Let's just film. Air quotes. Let's just produce. The next 7 seasons right now, and that's gonna be unheard of for us. But for that future, it'd be pretty crazy, pretty normal. YouTube, like I said, was not expected to do what it did for individuals, changing individual publishing life. But you can get on there and make a living now. No need to be approved by anybody. Make a studio out of it if you want to. So really cool. I think it's necessary development. It's fair game if you're upset about it. I understand, but that's the nature of business. Always, man. It's never been easy. I knew I had to do a lot with this damn hand. Look at this hand. Ugh, ugh. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's the last little piece that I'm gonna do. Just do this hand, and then we'll quit. Hold on. Wow. Just like that. And we're gonna flip it. Just like it. Just like it. Ooh. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a weird future, I think. Something that no one's ever seen. It's not gonna be anything comfortable at first, but I think people will get used to it, and then we'll all kind of fall in line. Hopefully, it won't suck. Hopefully, it won't suck. Uh, we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to making my first video game. Um, and I'm not a fan of tedium, but I am a fan of quality. So as long as I can maintain quality, my vision, and the vision gets in front of y'all, I'm not going to really protest if my idea gets to the market. I've waited a decade to get this idea to screen, right? And that's not because we couldn't have got it to screen. It's because the quality could have been diminished if we would have got it to screen the wrong way. Absolutely, yeah. Look. You say that as if there's I would choose to do one or the other. Again, if these tools make it easy, I'm doing both, fighting game and RPG, or a mixture of both. Fighting game, that's an RPG. I'll take both, please. On aisle 6. Will a video game be in 2D or 3D? Right? I would say 3D first, because animation. Okay, put it this way. The best choice. I'm a huge fan of 2D animation, of course, but the best choice for this project would be 3D animation, because if we model out the characters in 3D and rig them for animation, that same work can be carried over to the next project. Let's say we want to do animation first, right? And we rig the character, we do the 3D characters, we rig them for animation. So now that's done, right? You can take all of that rigging, all of that work, and go to the video game side, right? Just push it over there. You don't have to recreate anything. You don't have to, you may have to lower the I don't say resolution, but you know, you may have to actually deal with the actual. What's wrong with my brain? Oh, I need water. That's what it is. I'm gonna go get some water in a second. Um, you'll have to push the actual quality down for the video game potentially. Maybe not. Shoot, I don't know. If we do this in the next few years, everything should be pretty good. But yeah, all that work will then translate straight into the video game, and we don't have to recreate anything from scratch. So 3D animation will be first. Make some success with that, and then start on 2D animation, or use the tools that are out by that point and make the 2D happen quicker. As long as the quality is right. I'm not using anything that I think James Cameron has a pretty good view on it. Someone asked him about AI or using AI for the next films, and he's like, right now they're not really set up to get the quality that he is accustomed to with his films. He says if he gets his hands on it and they can make a version of that tool, and it can actually, because he's pretty much created all of his workflows from scratch. James Cameron, the Avatar dude, director, he's created all of his workflows from the ground up. They did not have any of this stuff in Hollywood for him to make the movies that he made readily available. He had to. They gave him the money too. They said, "Here, make it. If it doesn't exist, go ahead and make it. Just keep making us money. We don't care how you do it." So, yeah, he's like, if he gets his hand on one that he can actually customize, that really speaks to the quality that he's looking for, then he doesn't have a problem with using tools to make his movie. That's where the Avatar got its look. He wanted to make that movie earlier, way earlier, but the technology wasn't ready. Filming it the way that he did was too hard at one point, so they couldn't do the movie. So then the technology caught up, and they said, "Hey, try now. Here's money. See if you can do it." And he shot some tests, did some things, and showed it to the studio, and they're like, "Yeah, looks good. Here's some more money. Keep going." So he's like, if I can, get my hands on the AI that actually does what I need it to do, then I'll use it. He's like, but right now it's more tuned to not creating the quality that he would look for. So I'm actually more excited to see his version of AI, honestly, because that dude's actually a genius. So if y'all don't know, go watch the behind the scenes of the last Avatar movie that just came out. Go watch the behind the scenes of how that dude solves problems. That is pretty inspiring, man. Because that guy literally will make. He drew on a napkin, and then they made it. Made this giant water tank. But he just kind of mapped it out on a napkin. I was like, God, dang it! It's kind of what I want to do for my my life. Just come up with stuff, solve it, and just have fun. It's not easy, but when you have unlimited funds and creativity, it should be fun. Should be fun. So, anyone asking, I do accept all kinds of tips. Y'all can give me tips for that. But I'm serious, man. Once the actual quality can be maintained, there's no question. There's no question that I'll use whatever tool I need to use to get these dang on ideas out of my head, man. I've been dreaming and wishing for this to get out of my head for 10 years. 10 years. And I got plenty more where that came from. So soon as it, I'm watching it like a hawk because I don't care about anybody's feelings. It's just getting using the right tools to get my vision out to the people and get it out of my head. I don't really care how someone else feels. As long as I do it with quality, I'm gonna be just fine. I'll be fine. And of course, James Cameron can draw his butt off too. He was at a point when they were trying to design the actual Avatar characters themselves, and he has like artists on staff on the lot and everything, and they couldn't get it. Like they couldn't really get the design right. And he's like, no, 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 like this. And homie pulled out his sketchbook and drew it and presented it to everybody. He was like, oh, so he can draw his butt off too. I would probably be that kind of director and or creative, which is I don't mind working with talented people. If it comes down to it, I've already talked about the Line Animation Studio. Those people are the kind of studio I would love to work with, man. Love to work with. So I don't have any qualms. If I have the funds to pay for the right people to do the job, I will go traditional in a heartbeat. But if, good $22 million doesn't just drop out of the sky anytime soon, then yeah, I'll just take the route that works and is quality driven. That's the main, aspects I feel for me. So a lot of people just have to figure out what it is they're doing it for and what are the parameters for them to actually stay using the traditional methods. So I feel like I gotta get some of this water real quick, y'all. I'm starving. When you're on a fast, you gotta make sure you keep drinking. If you stop drinking, I'm sorry. If you stop drinking, everything comes crashing down really quickly. So I don't want to fail this fast. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take my headphones with me so you know that I'm not lying. I'll be right back. Ooh-wee. Okay. So, like I was saying, all right, we got water, y'all. Sipping on it. My lips dry. All right, that looks like a robot to me. That looks like a robot to me. Let me see what happens if I do this. Nope, not yet. Hold on. Deselect. Let's push down this guy. Let's grab this. It's not closed yet. Don't worry about it. Gonna move fast. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. We're not gonna keep y'all all night. Let me see something. Wait a minute. Oh, not that. Y'all been quiet on the question tip tonight. And y'all don't have to do that. Hold on. Float this. Let me get the kids out the way real quick. Alright, let's see what's going on here. What do we got? Something is not closed, and I don't know what it is. Hold on. Oh, all this. That makes sense. Well, duh. That makes sense. So what we're gonna do is do this. Nope. Wait. Like this. Is that a? All right. Oh, my hands are all over the keyboard now that I've been using that doggone thingamabob. All right, so we'll turn the kids back on. All right, that's good. All this is in shadow. Don't judge me. All right, let's get our reference back. What we're gonna do here is I'm not going to erase it. What I'm gonna do, let me tell you what I'm gonna do right now. Watch this. When you were younger, did you get roasted for watching anime? No, I did not. The first anime I got to watch was Ninja Scroll. Me and my brother had no idea what we were getting into, and we had to quickly. What the? How did I do that? Did I do that? I didn't know I could do that with that keyboard shortcut. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we didn't know what we was getting into, so we rented it from the little local renting shop thing about. Got it home and quickly closed the door because we didn't know the raw nature of that anime. We didn't. That was like our first one. It's like, what is this Ninja Scroll? I'm gonna rent this one, and got it home and had to shut the door to our room, man, so quick. It's like, oh my gosh, if Mama saw this, and we watched it like several times, man, it was fantastic. But no, um, it wasn't really a thing, you know. There was no internet. It's you know, I didn't really have a crew of anime watchers or anything like that. It was something that just me and my brothers, you know, we watched it and was like, that was freaking dope. This is amazing. Are all of these like this? We went back to the rental shop and was like, are all these movies like this? And the dude was like, what do you mean? It's like, you know, like like not for kids. And he started laughing. He was like, yeah, man, like, you didn't tell us anything when we rented them. You clearly saw how old we were, sir. You didn't warn us. Are all of these? And he's like, no, not all of them. But if you like that one, and kept moving. You know, watching it was kind of yeah, no, it was, but not in my circle. I didn't have anybody, you know, trying to, I guess, judge me in my circles. But again, I guess the other side of that, I didn't have anybody else that I knew that was watching anime. You know, so I didn't have like an outlet per se or a clique of people that was watching anime with me. So um, I'm the youngest of four brothers. So amongst my brothers, me and my brother over me, man, we was watching it and enjoying it. So we went back and rented some other stuff. I didn't understand Dragon Ball Z at all. Dragon Ball Z, I think, was at the, I guess, at the point where everybody was a Super Saiyan. They all had yellow hair, and all we saw at the rental store was a poster, and all of them looked the exact same. I was like, what the? That's stupid. Why do they all look exactly the same? These are different characters. He's like, yeah. I was like, they look stupid. I don't want to rent that one. Not knowing that I would be obsessed with that cartoon many years later. I mean, you know, since some black kids will tease you for watching anime. I had friends who watch it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. But no, I never got teased. I never got any hate, you know, nobody tried to demean it. But here's the thing, man. I was one of those kids. I didn't really have like a following. I wasn't a follower of many things. I was quiet. I kept to myself. I wasn't like, you know, um, unpopular or anything like that. But I also wasn't popular. People, I didn't have a clique, but I wasn't quiet. I was quiet in eighth grade. Lord knows. But ninth grade changed everything. But I was definitely not a follower. So if anybody tried, I can't imagine me giving really caring. You watch anime? You're a nerd. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I would go home and mind my business. But no, I wasn't really bullied or anything like that. So get more people teasing me nowadays. And what? You know what happened to anime though? Women got involved. Like actual attractive women watch anime nowadays, and so that's the biggest cultural shift that you could actually ever have. If attractive women are okay with nerd activity, you have a complete full license to actually enjoy it because you know they probably watch it. You know, it's different. Back in the day, Yeah, you were judged by. I can't speak for every woman. You were judged by black women if you watched. You know, I okay. Let me say it this way. I'm sorry. That's in my circles. Yeah, just watching cartoons, just watching animation. You were judged. Y'all watching cartoons? You so immature. Like, hey man, shut up. This is a great cartoon. I don't know what you're talking about. This is fantastic. Um, just regular cartoons, man. And cartoons have been, entertaining for a long time. But you had to like hide that from a woman back in the day, or the women I knew. Let me say it that way. The women I knew. I wasn't lucky enough to know nerd women. How about that? I didn't get that. I didn't get that luxury. Apparently they existed. Apparently they existed. I hear it all the time. I watched all kind of. Well, you were, locked away in some alternate dimension where apparently, pretty girls watched anime. It's not my experience. I didn't get that. I didn't get that reality. Sorry. So lucky for those guys. Oh no, I couldn't find any guys that liked anime. What? That doesn't even make sense. How is that possible? Yeah, I watched it. And they called me. I was like, well, they're stupid. Clearly, you went to the wrong school, and I feel bad for that. But yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't have that luxury of finding nerd girls. But back then, I found plenty of black women who looked me in the face and said, "I can't believe you watch cartoons." Huh? You know what? I don't want to talk anymore. You're done. I don't want to talk to you. What? I'm just saying. That's like for kids. Uh huh. Yeah. I bet. Go have a nice day. Take it easy. So that's one of those things. But they say they existed. I don't know. I don't know what reality they lived in or what. But apparently, I just missed out. Says, yeah, we live in different times. Women weren't into. No, absolutely not. Especially comics. Good lord. But apparently they were, man. It's just in our circles we weren't lucky enough. I talked to these women that are same age as me at these cons. It was like, oh, I was collecting this, and I was like, what? Are you serious? What dimension did you live in? How'd you get to this dimension from that dimension? And they're like, no, guys call me nerd. Like, those guys were douchebags, man. Those were douchebags. You shouldn't have dealt with those guys. Okay? None of those guys were good. None of those guys were good. I would have worshipped you and we would have been friends. And it would have been a wonderful love story of just epic proportion. So, yeah. No, see, and that's what I said at first. I was like, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. You don't like anime. You didn't watch anime. You didn't read comics. You didn't play video games. None of these things are true. You're just a liar. Trying to lie to me, right? And they're like, no, I did. I had all the systems. I collected all the comics, and look, I still have them. I'm like, you bought those last year probably, so don't try to lie to me. But they really did exist, man. It's just I can't imagine their journey. Like a nerd girl who watched and listen. It sounds like a fantasy. Uh, like an attractive woman who probably didn't know they were attractive, who get this played video games and watched anime and Lord help me, also read comics. Are you are you sick in the head? You know how amazing that's like unicorn status. Easily unicorn status. Guess what? They thought to themselves that no one thought that they were, cool. And I guess in their own world, in their reality they lived in, they were right. Because I guess the football jock or something didn't look at. They weren't looking for them. They were looking for, Susie Hot Pants or something. And that's the girls that got all the attention. I don't know, but I'm like, are you serious? You went to a school like a public school? And they're like, yes, of course. I was like, no way, no way, it's impossible. I did. I played Tekken. I'm like, shut up. You're a liar. Who's your favorite character? And they'll tell you. the actual names of the characters. I was like, you could have looked that up on Google. You don't know anything about that character. I played that character. You know nothing. Liar. You know? And they're like, no, for real, I did. And you just have to believe them because, that was their journey. There are even attractive women at the arcades now. Exactly. We lived long enough to see like a shift in the culture to where, but that's what I'm saying. Like now, because attractive women like nerd stuff, it's like, if you live long enough to, if you don't die as the hero, I suppose there's the other option where you survive to actually be, um, not the villain, but I don't know, maybe you just survive to be happy. Because now everybody accepts the things that you like. There's time now. What do you say? Uh, he said that's wife material. Yeah, that's unicorn. I just call it unicorns. They don't know they're unicorns, of course. They think they're just nerds, but no, they are bad and looking beautiful and stuff, and talking like that. Oh, I wish I was more attractive. Shut it. You shut your mouth. You're gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll say it like this: the pretty hot nerd girls didn't exist. Well. That could be definitely your journey, but listen, listen. Yes, they had to go through a little bit of metamorphosis over time, but they were there. They may not have found their styling yet. They may have didn't dress. We all had to go through that time of not knowing what the hell to wear. But women have a cheat code, man. Most women can wear like straight up hobo clothes and still be attractive. Okay, it's not my opinion. That's real. If you don't believe me, go watch any of the videos from the 80s and 90s. Okay, women could wear anything, literally. All right, and it just came down to hair and I guess what they had on their face. But yeah, man, women have a cheat code. Guys, on the other hand, look at the same videos and look how we dressed in the 80s. Okay, I don't know how we made it. I don't know how we looked in the mirror and was like, yeah, this is decent. Attractive nerd girls were were all OF and IG thoughts. Yeah. Listen, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can judge that. I can't judge them for it. Nobody's paying me to just look into a camera. And listen, rent is too damn high. That's all I have to say. All right, I cannot honestly say that I wouldn't start an OnlyFans. It, we don't have to have that discussion. The point is, under the stipulation of, they're hot commodities now, man. Imagine being ridiculed in high school for being a nerd. And then less than 10 years later, suddenly, your people are throwing money at you just for like looking into a camera and smiling or something. I don't know what they do on OnlyFans. I don't really pay for it. But the point is, that seems like justice to me, don't it? Like everybody, like imagine getting in a fight for being a nerd, and then 10 years later, making $70,000 a month just for being yourself and wearing cosplay. Good lord, sounds like poetic justice to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Granted, it's kind it's a hot take, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it sounds like justice to me, man. It sounds like well deserved poetic justice. Y'all used to diss me and call me names, but now just bought my third Ferrari from showing my feet and dressing up like a fairy. I don't know, man. It just seems like that's the right thing to do. More power to y'all. I mean, be safe out there. Look, be safe out there. Don't trust the wrong people. But listen, man, sounds like poetic justice. I just don't see know, a better way to, because that's how people catch the vapors. So what do you do now? Oh, I'm an entertainer, I guess. What kind of stuff you do? I'm on OnlyFans. Oh my god, I can't believe you do that. Right. How much you make a year? Oh, like that. Okay, well, I made that last month, so that's kind of why I do it. I can't be mad at somebody saying something like that. Now, granted, I can't say that I cheerlead it, but I just want everybody to be safe. But that's a perfect way to catch the vapors. Why not? You know, judge me if you want. And I've seen proud people too. It's like, yeah, I do OnlyFans. I've seen those people. They're okay with their lifestyle and all that stuff. Whatever works, for their journey. But Lord have mercy. All right, I'm gonna quit. But yeah, they do exist, man. I think we just, if you weren't lucky enough to meet a nerd girl of back 20 years ago, man, when anime was starting here in America, when we had Toonami, hitting Cartoon Network, 11 o'clock at night. If you wasn't lucky enough to get that in your life, it is what it is, man. But they existed just like you existed. It just, like I said, I didn't have a crew. I couldn't take my love of anime to anybody else outside my house, so I was enjoying it on Cartoon Network. A lot of people were. Here's what it is. Wish I could pay playing video games. Yeah, no, man. What? I told my son very clearly, son, if you want to play video games, you go ahead and do that. Now that you're old enough, I will support you. I'll pay for the internet. You know, go get popular on one of these platforms, boy. I will definitely support that. Are you serious, man? Anybody telling me I could have made money and actual stability playing video games? Is there a college course for that? I'll do that. I want to do that. Just keep it going. Just kept it going. All right, we got a hand in there. I have to make sure. Hold on. Ooh, wait a minute. All right, hold on. Wait. Yeah. I feel like we got everything we need to. Here. I'm going to add some details. Let me turn this off. All right, we got to add this little antenna up here. I'm going to add the antenna. All right. The details will be added later. All right, you know what I'll do for y'all, since y'all were very patient with me? I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to go to bed. Okay? Sounds fair to me. We want to put it right here. Put it right here. We're going to come right here. We're going to go right here. Right? Like that. Like that. As long as you guys got the witnesses, I got to finish this because we're going to go ahead and we're going to post the covers tomorrow and actually do the, we're going to do the, what do I want to say? Oh, I'm sorry on YouTube. My bad, man. I didn't know any black guys. Speed Racer was everywhere. You're right. I didn't have it. I didn't have many folks. But no, we're gonna do the pre-orders for issue 5. This is the cover, and let me open up yesterday's cover. We got these covers going live tomorrow. So if you guys are available to catch the pre-order, I'm gonna post it. Wait. Yeah. This is the cover. This is the alternate cover. The villain cover, as they say. Okay? It's the villain cover for issue 5, and then I'm working on the hero cover. Alright? So both of these covers will be available for pre-order tomorrow. And that is where you guys will see the labor of all of this, the fruits of all this labor, as it were, going to repost it. If you want this in your life, go ahead and pre-order. You know, we appreciate you guys rocking with us throughout all of this wonderful production. I enjoyed myself. Hold on, right here, right here. But we got more pages to do. Lord knows. I'm on page 8. So that's going to be next in line. Let me see this, that, this, that, that. I'm trying to do some quick drops here so you guys can at least see some of this color. So crazy to jump from one tool to the next. What are we missing out on? That. Okay. This, we got that. Anybody messing with this? You want that? Between DWs of life. Alright, all of this is going to be this nice white, pearly white color. That's going to be white. That's going to be white. Alright, alright, alright. We're going to drop this color here. I'm going to put it on its own layer. Its own layer. Hold on. This is the color. Wow. I put it on its own layer so I can select it later on really quickly. I'll get this base gray here. But then again, hold on. Where is my... Yeah, I like this gray right here. This gray right here. Get that. Turn that off. Come back. And we'll select some of this stuff. Ooh, wait. Come in. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. What else is this? All of this is gray, 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 gray. Drop this and then I'm gonna go get situated. Whew. We got a couple more days of this fast, y'all. A couple more days of this fast. I can do it. Gonna get some of this dad fat off me. I don't really need all this dad fat in my current life, so I'm just gonna shed it for a little bit. You know, try something else. Try something else. Don't need it. I need it right now. 7 day. I think I'm gonna do a 7-day fast. 7-day fast. You like the villain one? That's what's up. I don't think we have a red cover yet. We do not have a red cover yet, so that's the first one in the series. Issue 5 will mark that. We got a couple of blue covers already, so it's probably because my favorite color is blue. But don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody I did that. Alright, we're gonna get this on its own layer as well. Right here. Wow. Alright. I feel like yeah, this is gonna take some time. Let me get his visor in there. I like the visor being yellow, like this. Hold on. Get the visor on its own layer as well. Boop. And then boop, 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 boop. All right. Yeah, man. I feel like we got some good stuff done tonight. I will finish this so these can go live tomorrow. I gotta fix that fist hand there. Let's see. Am I missing anything else? This right here. Alright. Come on up. Come on up. Where's that light at? This one? This one? Real love. I got a real man. I'm so true. And oh, baby, I thought your love was me. I thought you were the answer to but it seems that I was wrong. I stay strong. I told you I'm gonna go and hire like a live band, so while I'm going live, I can just listen to music the whole time. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to do. I don't think you'll get like demonetized for doing that because it's a cover song technically, right? As long as you're not playing the original song, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just be listening to good songs all night, live and direct. But I think we are at a good stopping point. Y'all have been fantastic, man. Thank you guys for joining me. I should be able to finish this tonight with no issues. You guys have definitely made tonight enjoyable, entertaining, and fun and stuff. I will be back at it and finish this first thing tomorrow. But I think we have done what we came here to do, you know? That's the main point. Main point is I did what I was supposed to do. This is gonna go out and it should be ready. Yeah, if you guys feel like you wanna grab this, don't miss out on the chance. We're gonna definitely post it on TuskegeeHeirs.com. If you do not follow that page, or if you don't follow our web presence anywhere else, you can follow it here on Instagram, Facebook. We don't have a YouTube channel yet, but we will. But yeah, follow it and stay tuned in, man. Because I will have to finish all of this stuff. I'm not stopping until we finish this book, which the goal is to get it done before the end of the month, which is possible, especially if I do it daily pages. I'll have to, of course, do the words, or actually, we may actually have somebody that's going to do the words, so that's going to be fun. So, be ready. If you guys want to continue watching the actual things, if you're not spoiler types and you want to watch the whole thing, just keep tuning in. I will keep on producing these throughout the month. And should I go long and I need to go into a little bit of March, that's what's going to have to happen. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, there's that. All right. Now, let me turn up the background so y'all can see that in conjunction. All right, there's a jet that's over his shoulder here, over the robot's shoulder. And I got some more details here. Y'all made me draw a robot live. I cannot believe y'all got me to do that. Got me to draw this robot live. yeah. What is it? Suno for AI music. That is a thing. Man, now listen. I know people hate on the art part of AI, but Suno, this AI music is insane. Freaking insane. I cannot say that I've heard a terrible AI, thing from some of the leading ones. No, man, they're freaking fantastic, and they're pretty much cooked. That whole industry's cooked. Might as well just hang it up, because it's almost flawless. I cannot understand how the technology works with the music part of it. I can't. It's too good. But yeah, they're cooked. They're officially, brisket. Oh, absolutely, it is. But listen, we had this conversation, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter anymore. What matters is the actual is the actual content good? Is what's going to matter from this point on, moving forward. It isn't about how did you make it. And I keep telling people, man, most people don't give a crap how things are made. Nobody goes deep. You have connoisseurs that love the production of stuff. Oh man, this was done and it took months and years and it was hard. Most people don't care. I'm serious. It's not to say I'm not speaking out of any kind of disrespect for anybody's quality content. It's true. Most people don't give two craps about how something was made. And it's sad, but it's true. All they care about is what does it look like? Oh, it looks fantastic. Oh, it looks good. That is why AI will win. 99% of people do not care about how something was created. If you start telling them how it was created, they may get bored. Seriously. So, most people don't care. But yeah, man, it'll win. It's winning. They're gonna keep putting money into it, so it's gonna win. It's not a case of will it win. They kind of won already, so yeah. All right, there it is, y'all. Y'all witnessed it. Y'all saw it. Appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. Like I said, this is 1. This is 2. These covers will be available. Follow me. I'll post them as well. If you guys aren't following me yet, I will post these and the link so you can actually pre-order and to your heart's content. And then I'll get back to page work by, I guess, tomorrow or Monday. I'll jump back in and get us back on track so I can get these pages done. We're almost to page 10, so that's halfway through. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. It's been 2 hours, I'm sure. And see y'all next time, man. And enjoy your life. Stay good to each other. All right. Peace. All right, y'all on YouTube. Stay good. I will send the link. I definitely will send the link. Y'all be good, man. I'll be back on tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Y'all take care. Peace.